How has dating women here been for you?
Sorry, I feel like it's been good. It's been good. This is the thing. Like, I'm in a city full of my type.
I was just about to ask you, what is your type?
Yeah, I'm in a city full of my type. I love people that are dark skin.
Okay, so
this is
dark skin and what, girl? Break down your type.
I mean, dark skin, beautiful, very like African features, like, I don't know.
Me?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm going to marry her. Tell her husband. Her husband's in the next room. I'm snatching her out.
Oh, listen. Show up. I'm just kidding.
Fun.
So how do you deal with, like, I hear horror stories about Lagos Airport International.
It's the worst airport I've
coming
ever been
in. I am trying to get people to, like, come visit me, and, like, I'm just hearing it's a nightmare.
It's a horrible
What is
place.
some advice you have for
There's
me
no
getting
advice.
people?
Prepare yourself. There's no advice. I have been completely fair and balanced.
Damn, I have like a whole bunch of my American family coming in February.
They have to do with it. It's the worst airport I've been to in the world, personally.
Damn.
Yeah. In the world. And I travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
It's like an awful airport. It's awful. I have nothing good to say about it.
What? How sexy is Tim's to you on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
Oh, girl. Tim's is, I would like literally
10.
give it
I
all.
forgot to mention Tim's when you asked me my favorite female.
Girl,
10s.
I would give it. She is the one person who I think I am homosexual for.
Yeah.
Homo romantic, girl.
Yeah.
I will get down on one knee for you.
Please,
Tims. I love her.
Yeah.
And what's up, you guys? I'm live from Lagos right now. I am on the island, y'all, and honestly, I might not be going back to Abuja. Straight like that. Lagos is so fun.
It's very fun, yeah.
Lagos is hella fun.
I've lived in Abuja as well, and I was telling her, like, I love Abuja too, but fun, that's not the word you use, Abuja.
No.
Fun, that's Lagos.
Lagos has been like non-stop options.
Yeah. On any given day, there's like 6-7 different things to do.
Yeah, I was about to say, because last night I was like...
any given month in Abuja, there might be 3.
Usually in Abuja, I have like one stop to make. But last night I was like, listen, I'm going to hit up this, then we're going to go to this.
Yeah. You can have nights like that where you can continue to the morning in Lagos.
Yes, I'm
Abuja,
really loving it. I'm loving it. So let's just dive in. Introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Yimika, and I don't know, what do you want me to say? What should I talk about?
Who are you?
Who
do you want them to see you at? Like, so
see me as Yims.
When I introduce myself, I'm like, hi, I'm Brittney Caldwell, content creator, bridge gapper, African diaspora influencer, former teacher, mother, wife. Like, what is the vibe?
You know what? I don't know that I have any of those titles that I want attached, but I am authentically experiencing life, and so those titles consistently flow in and out.
Okay, so let's dive.
Follow me.
You introduced me.
Yeah.
You hit me up in the DM to invite me to that event.
Yes, so I had an event, a queer event, and I was...
So you're an event thrower.
That was the first time I did it.
Okay, you can still put something on your list if it's the first time.
So I guess like what I'm trying to say is I don't know if there's necessarily boxes. I like will do anything, basically whatever takes my fancy. But that was the first time I did it. I saw that you were in Lagos, and I was like, okay, it could be something cool for you to come to.
Yeah.
And so I hit you up, and you were really like friendly.
I would have came.
Yeah, you were really friendly and down. So
I would have definitely came.
Clashed with other things.
Yeah, I was on the mainland. So where are you from? Because you have the London accent, obviously.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in the UK, and then I lived in Vietnam for a bit. Then I moved to Abuja.
Vietnam?
Yeah.
What took you
I was
there?
a teacher online there. For a bit. Then I moved to Abuja because I wanted to move back to Nigeria. I was like, I'm moving back to Africa.
How was
moving back home?
Vietnam? So you went from London to Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
How was Vietnam?
Vietnam is cool. It's like cost of living is really cheap. The people are quite nice. Like, it's a moderate life. Like, it's not too difficult to like go there and settle in and like find your groove. But also there is that I'm black. I'm like taller than most people there. I'm darker than everyone there. I'm like, there's no way you won't stand out in Vietnam.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about Asia.
Yeah.
Like, you will never forget that you're black.
You never, not for a minute. And it's not
Even
always
if they're
malicious.
yeah, they're just like,
it's not always malicious,
look, you're black.
sometimes it's tiring. It's tiring. Like, it's not necessarily bad, like, or mean, but it's like,
okay.
yeah,
I get
sometimes
it.
it's tiring.
Yeah. Were you dating there?
No. So, like, I came into, like, realizing I was lesbian really late. So it's like, I think it's been like 2 years.
How old are you?
Right now, 28. I turned 28 like 2 weeks ago.
So you just kind of accepted that, or you just started feeling that way?
I realized that, yeah. It's not that, it's strange. I think my journey is like strange. It's not normal.
Why do you say that? And what is normal?
So I think a lot of people, like, the most common story I hear is like, they're a teenager and they had crushes on this girl, but they like repressed it, and then one day eventually they were like, okay, I have to come out to people, I have to come out to myself, I have to accept it. I didn't have that process. I just was oblivious. I just thought like...
Did you date guys?
Not really. Barely.
So you just weren't dating, period.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
I just thought like, I had it in my mind like there'd be this one guy who wouldn't irritate me the way most men do. And I just thought like, I'm just waiting for my husband, you know, I'm waiting for him, and I am on to see my husband.
But you never saw him.
I never saw him. I just thought like eventually I'll meet someone. So I'm just not liking these guys, but I'm gonna meet a guy.
I'll be moved eventually.
Yes,
and
but
you just never got moved.
I never got moved, and then eventually, like, I realized. Actually, my friend helped me realize. I realized I was gay, and then like I started dating women. I was like, oh.
What was that like moment for you when you realized you were gay?
I think it was like, I clicked with it in like realizing what people felt towards men I had never felt. Like, I read a lot about it, because like even when my girlfriends would break up with their, like, they'd broken up with their man and they'd be like heartbroken, I'd be looking like,
girl, get a life.
Get up, stand up,
stand up,
I couldn't get it, because I'd be like, I just don't understand.
I can't relate.
I just can't relate. How do you feel like this, man?
So, like, if you had a friend who was, like, dating a woman and she called, like, oh, my God, were you, like, feeling more understanding? Or did you have those type of friends around you?
I didn't really have those type of friends around me. But I don't think I would have, because I just never connected to that feeling as a whole. Because I wasn't feeling it with women because I wasn't dating women. And I wasn't feeling it with men because I'm not into men. I was just kind of like, I just thought they were being dramatic. Because I hadn't had those kind of experiences.
That experience, yeah. So there's a lot of ways to, I feel like I'm pretty well versed on the LGBTQ plus movement. I've done my research on pronouns. I've done my research on identifying. I, myself, everyone is on the spectrum.
Yeah.
So like during college, I've had like fun nights with girls.
She's bi-curious.
I would say that I am bisexual.
Okay.
What is it? Bisexual, not poly, that's not the word I'm looking for. It's when homo, bisexual, homo romantic. Not homo, hetero romantic.
Okay.
Bisexual, hetero romantic.
That makes sense.
Once I sit down and look at the spectrum. So there are times where I can look at a woman and say, like, I'm sexually attracted to this lady. Like, she's very attractive. But I know that I would never have a relationship with her because I'm hetero romantic.
Right.
What do you specifically, like, identify as lesbian? Like, what is your identification amongst all of these identification markers?
I'm a lesbian through. Yeah.
Just straight lesbian. There's like they put this kind of pressure to like, who's the guy in the relationship?
So with me, I'm a lesbian and I'm attracted to feminine presenting women, not masculine presenting women. So there's really not a guy, like, I love a girl, get your nails, the girlier the better. So I mean, it's not like I'm completely against someone who's masculine,
That's just not what you're
it's just
like
not what,
searching
it's not my
for.
my preference is or what I naturally gravitate towards. But there's some beautiful masculine presenting women and some beautiful, you know, androgynous women.
I love the andro. That's what I was just gonna say. I love like the andro. Even me, honestly, as a woman, as I get older, I like to wear some of my husband's clothes.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. And like just like I'm really stepping away from that. Like, oh my god, I have to like ultra femininity. Like I like the
I'm ultra feminine.
Really?
Yeah. There's not a tomboy gene in me. When I was younger, now I'm a girly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people. So when I was in Kenya, I interviewed McKenna, and like a lot of people on my channel were just like, "Oh my god, like we do not want to hear this shit. Like Africa, Kenya has more problems to deal with than like this shit right here." And you see what's like going on in Uganda and all these things. Like, what is that scene like here in? I don't want to say Nigeria because Lagos is a more like forward-thinking area than many parts of Nigeria, I would assume. But like, what for the most part is that climate here in Lagos?
I would say it's fairly positive. Don't get me wrong, like the police are definitely like not on the side of like people that are, especially like feminine presenting men. There's a lot of violence and aggression towards them, like in legislation, and also like the police in general, like they can stop and just frisk you and just cause problems for you, which is like there's a lot of violence towards like queer people. I think especially feminine presenting men, I would say they get it the worst, but just queer people in general. But on the other hand, there are lots of safe spaces that have been created by people to like come together, to have community, to party, to enjoy, to just do different things. And I feel like there's also needs to be some focus on that too, because like there are a lot of traumatic things living in Lagos, like fuel subsidy, this and that, but there are spaces which people are creating and people are thriving in as well. Yeah. So I think that's more so where I focus on, because there's a lot to be scared and angry about, but there's also a lot to be excited about.
Yeah. So I get what you're saying, like that, like that stigma, like oh my god, like poor LGBTQ community in Africa. Like you're like, no, there's a lot of situations that are positive. Yeah, and there's lots of like influencers and celebrities, and like even like this weekend there's a film, like a film showing of, they made like a queer movie here, and like a lot of people are coming to support it, both in and out of the LGBT community. So people are doing things and people are living in spite of everything. Yeah. And people have to live. You gotta keep going. Yeah, you have to keep going, but it's not to say that it's not hard for people. Definitely is. I don't want to minimize that, but how was your family?
With me, not great, but thankfully I'm quite old. I'm old enough to not be in a position where like I'm like reliant on anyone. Oh my god, I was just talking to somebody about that. Like when your parents stop paying your bills, the opinion just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't matter. So you're just like, that was nice of you to tell me, but be blessed. Yeah, have a lovely day. We'll chat soon. Yeah, like, and that goes to all the aunties and everyone. Yeah, included, like so. But I'm also very, like, around, like, my queerness and stuff, like, I'm pretty boundaried, like, I'm not really wanting to take nonsense. So I don't necessarily allow in, like, loads of negative voices. Like, if I see you're just on a homophobic tease. Bye. Like, we're not. Life is short. Like, if you don't like it, go with brown people that aren't queer. Like, leave me alone. Like, like, auntie, you got hella nieces. Like, if you don't want to chat, go talk to your other nieces. It's not that deep. There's really 8 billion of us on this earth. It's not my force. So what are your like family planning? What is the perfect family planning situation for you guys? Because well, not for you guys, but for you, because I know that that's a lot of the questions that a lot of traditionalist thinkers think. Like, well, you know, how are you gonna. So for me personally, I know like a lot of people in the queer community are more open to like open relationships and polyamorous relationships. But I actually am my wife person. Like I want to meet someone, get married, and you know, if the money is right, because I want to be extremely wealthy before I consider having some kids. Say that again, girl. You know what I mean? They run you dry. So, like, and then I'm open to having children. Either any way in which they come to me, I'm open to it. You know.
Yeah.
So that could be through IVF, it could be through adoption, it could be through like I don't know, in the family adoption. I don't know, whatever.
You're just open.
I'm just open. Yeah, I'm not like, oh, if I never get pregnant, my life I would not be complete. I don't have those values, but I understand people that want to.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
And you'll be ready.
Yeah. But,
so are you like a expat favoring, or like,
no.
do you get what I'm saying? Like,
No,
or I prefer like the, local girl, or that doesn't matter?
That doesn't matter to me. That
Okay.
doesn't matter to me. Whoever is that I click with, I feel happy with, I feel comfortable with, like, who cares where you were born?
I want to hear some dating stories here. I mean, what has it been? Because dating is just ghetto in general.
Yeah.
It is so damn ghetto.
Yeah.
OMG. So, like, what has your experience been in your community here in Lagos specifically?
Like, the differences. I would say the differences is like people, I think the lesbian community everywhere in the world, they jump into stuff really quickly. Like, have you heard
That's
of
what
the
I've
term?
heard.
Yeah, they jump into stuff really quickly. I don't know that I'm necessarily like that.
I've heard that a lot of lesbian couples, there's a lot of like DV.
Really?
Like domestic violence. Like girls get catty with each other. Like that's just
I've heard like one
Twitter
or two
talk.
stories. I've heard
Yeah,
one or two
Twitter
stories.
talk. Twitter told me that girls, because they're both girls, like we just tend to like quicker, like more violence during. That's just what Twitter told me.
It could be true. I'm scared. I don't.
Yeah, but do you get what I'm saying? Kind of
yeah,
like you'll
I've heard
kind
one or
of
two
pop
stories.
shit quicker.
I'm not a pop shit person. I'm a walk out the door person.
Goodbye. Yeah, no, I feel that. That's
It's
smart.
been nice knowing you. No.
Yeah.
Somebody's hitting my face. No way.
Yeah.
No way. No, never mind. It's never that deep.
So were you dating in London?
Yes. But
And it wasn't the vibe.
No, everywhere. There's beautiful women everywhere. There's beautiful.
What brought you from London? So you went from London to Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam straight to Abuja.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, not Vietnam. Back to London. Back then to Abuja.
Back to London.
Yeah.
How long were you in London after leaving Vietnam?
A while, probably at least over a year and a bit. And then I moved to, Nigeria was always the plan. Like I always knew, well, not Nigeria, an African country was always the plan. I always knew I wanted to come back.
Your family lives here.
No.
Your
When I
family's
say
in
come
London.
back, I mean like I'm Nigerian by, I'm Nigerian. So come back as in come back home. But like my mum was born here, my dad was born in the UK, but like my grandparents, one of my grandparents lives here, my aunts live here, some of my uncles live here, so I have family here.
You're Yoruba.
I'm half Yoruba, I'm half Hausa.
Hausa, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mum is Hausa, my dad is Yoruba. Yeah.
Okay. I love that. So you're Muslim?
No, I don't practice religion.
No,
But my
does your family?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Because Hausas are Muslims, right? Okay.
So also that's why
I'm
I picked
learning.
Abuja. That's why I picked Abuja initially, because like I can speak Hausa, and if you can speak Hausa, it's like so much easier to get about in Abuja.
In Abuja, yeah. So when you arrived from London to Abuja, what was the vibe?
I was happy. It was warm. Like the food is the food I like. I'm seeing black people everywhere. Like I'm happy. Like even from when I was a teenager, I remember thinking like I don't want to live here for the rest of my life. I've always not wanted to live in the West for the rest of my life. I was very young and I knew that about myself. So it's just I could actualize it at that age. But this was something that has lived in my mind for like years. I had always said I'm coming back. So
and were your parents like, yeah, go back? Or like, girl, sit your ass down?
I think it was more so girl sit your ass down. But it wasn't like aggressively. It was like, why?
Yeah, like, because they work so hard to like leave and then you come back.
But also like, again, it wasn't a permission seeking thing. It was like, I'm going. I'll see you when I get there. I'll call you.
What made you like not want to try a different country, otherwise Nigeria? I mean, obviously your family is here, but there's like other vibes to catch on the continent.
No, there are, and who knows in the future? Who knows? You get what I'm saying? Like,
you're not committed.
I'm committed in terms of like I'll have a base here forever, but I don't have to stay here the whole time.
You're not jailed.
No, yes, that's how I would put it. I think I was actually strongly considering Ghana. I was strongly considering Ghana. And then I think it was just like the language thing. and the family thing that ended up like swaying the decision.
Yeah, Ghana's just too close, I think.
It's quite close, yeah.
Yeah, like if you're gonna be home, you might as well just be home. If you're gonna go to Ghana, like if you're not gonna be home, you gotta go somewhere kind of far.
Yeah.
Not far, but far enough.
Yeah.
Ghana's like a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, like Kenya would have been like another.
Yeah, that would be a vibe worth being.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
or even J-Berg or something.
Yeah, I need to go to South Africa. I've never been to South Africa.
Me either. That's on my list. That's on my list before the end of 2024.
That's where my people are. That is where my people are. That's where the
Who's your people?
Homosexuals.
Oh yes, no, seriously. Yeah, one of the influencers, a major YouTuber that I know, his love life down there. He's like the most comfortable.
Yeah.
Girl, you gotta go catch a vibe.
I know. I really should.
So what took you from Abuja to Lagos?
So I went back. So I left Abuja because I was having issues around my accommodation. Like the landlord was mad. And I literally just ran away. One day I just packed myself and said, I'm tired of this country, and left. I'm sure you've heard lots of people say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was me too. And I said, I know I'm coming back, but I need a break.
Yeah. What are some things that just like as a Westerner, you moving here, even being like a homegrown African, you know, it just like gets on your fucking nerves?
I think it's like the talking around things and like not committing to what you're saying. So someone might tell you they're coming at 6 o'clock, but that doesn't mean anything, and they won't update you, and then they'll get there and they'll be like, sorry. Although you ask for something, they give you something different, and it's like, but I paid for this, and it's like, sorry. And
I've been through that.
And you just have to be okay. Like, they're not going to do anything. Sorry. Another one is just like respectability. Like, people want to, like, especially men, they want you to respect them because they're men, while they're treating you like you're an idiot. Yeah. And if you call it out, like, then you're somehow the rude one. Yeah.
There's been a lot that I've had to get used to. Like you said, timeliness.
It's scary.
Yeah. What else?
Let me think.
I hate bad service. Like,
and you have to get used to it here. Like, I've learned to be so patient. I used to, like, when I first moved, because Lagos is a lot more intense when you're setting things up. We just actually chill because people there are like laid back compared to negotiations. I cried premium tears.
Oh no!
I was like,
why?
It's so stressful. It was so stressful. It was so stressful because people here are also more aggressive when things start going off.
Yeah.
People in Abuja will be calm. Here, that people will be shouting and insulting you in Yoruba.
Yeah. Like, girl, even just trying to vlog here is so stressful in the streets. Like, literally, and I'm
Why
like
screaming. Like, I just
like,
feel so
oh my
dysregulated.
God, can you relax? I'm like, you don't even know what I'm recording. It could be on self camera. And you sitting here cussing me out for what?
Immediately, like, it doesn't
literally
go 0 to 100, like 0 to you're getting cussed
like,
out.
I'm afraid for myself. Like, yeah, that's annoying. Bad service industry-wise is a big thing, but I think that's a continent thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, unless you're at one of these, like, top-notch hotels or something.
You pay for that.
Exactly. And they feel like, okay, I'm on my pins and Qs. I'm working for the white man. I'm going to get fired. It's like just the day-to-day normal. If you just go to support a Black-owned business or, you know, it's not, I feel like you only get that top-notch service when it's a white-owned business, to be honest. And they're afraid of getting fired.
Yeah.
But when you're like just a normal place, it is
I think
so
it's not even fear of
fucking.
getting fired. They don't respect you as much as they respect white people.
Yeah,
that's really it.
That's true.
Even if you were in that same establishment and a white guest came, the service would be different.
So true. Yeah. Seriously, so true.
Yeah.
Do you feel like? How do you feel as a returnee expat here? Do you feel like you get treated a little differently, or like? Do you have like different groups that are more like returnee type friends? Like, what is that situation for you?
I don't know. I hang out with just about anyone. If I like your vibe, I hang out with you. So I think the people I hang out with are a mix of both. And actually, I think more so not returnees, actually. Like, I just go based on my interests and I like pick up people along the way with that. Like, so here, like, I've met a lot of people at the beach because I like get surf lessons and they're people that already do those things anyway.
I don't like the water here.
Have you been to Tarkwa Bay?
No.
It's much nicer.
Okay, that's where I need to go, because I was about to say the water just ain't watering.
Because a lot of the beaches here, like Landmark and stuff, I think they're man-made, so there's not really waves and stuff. It's very like still and flat. Yeah.
I was literally looking out at the beach like, this is like a screensaver.
Yeah.
There's no movement.
There's no movement. They're man-made. Nigerians don't swim, so they can't move because Nigerians will not get in the water.
I was literally just sitting out like, I don't even think I see the bird land on the water. Like, it's so...
Yeah, it's very quiet and still, and there's no tide. It just is what it is.
Yeah, it was a good view.
Yeah,
it was a nice view.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you've immersed yourself into a lot of... What are you doing for money?
So I'm building a startup.
Oh, I love that. Share that with the people. That's what we're here for.
So it's called Copia Collective. We're in like the development of our MVP, and so that's what
MVP.
So minimum viable product. So it's like,
honey, we are not marketing. You got to break things down.
So it's like basically, let's say you're building a business and you want to see what it would be like to launch it. So you build like the bare bones. Like I can launch it with this. I don't have to have everything together, but like the bare bones of the business. Does that make sense? Let's say you want to launch a hair brand and your MVP could be like 2 types of hair you're starting with.
Okay.
And then you're still gonna, the plan is to have way more. Let's have a line.
It's a soft launch.
Yeah, something similar to that. Yeah.
Okay.
And so, you know, smart lockers, which they have all around the US, UK, and other countries. So I want to bring smart lockers into, starting with Lagos.
Smart lockers.
Yeah.
Those are for like, they're just on the streets.
So I'm going to do like supermarkets and things like that for deliveries instead, because I don't know if you've experienced...
Yeah, like Amazon Locker.
Yeah.
Okay, Amazon Locker.
I don't know if you use like dispatch riders.
Yeah.
And the frustration, the communication.
Meet me. Where are you? It's too much. They're freaking
and you're at their
annoying.
mercy. You're at their mercy. Like, I've had dispatch riders tell me he's tired, he's not coming anymore.
Yeah.
They'll do what they want with your stuff, and you'll actually be on the phone. You pay for them to drop it, and you'll be begging them, please, just try and make
Don't
it, please,
do this. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
And so, like, when I moved, I was like, well, this is very, wow.
There's a need for that.
Yeah, there's definitely a need for it. And so we're just building that up. And
when is Amazon coming to Lagos?
I don't think Amazon has plans currently.
Why? Like, consumerism is so high here.
Yeah, no, it's a good place to do business.
Yeah. It's just certain things that just be like, I don't get it.
Yeah. But it's
like,
like,
how do you ship your things in?
Customs. So me personally.
Yeah.
Okay, so my family has someone that has been doing it for like years and years and years for us. And he just like comes to our house in London and then packs it up, helps us pack it up, and then brings it.
I struggle with that. So like, a part of this is like my 3rd official continent move, I would say. So like, my first one was when I was going to Ghana. My second one is from Ghana / the states I was in between to Kenya. And then this is my 3rd one. And like, I struggle when I'm packing because I have like a scarcity mindset almost of like, I'm not going to be able to get like this specific thing that I like, or like, you know, I don't know if they're going to have this, or like if it's going to be easy for me to get this, or is this going to cost more? So I end up like overpacking.
I've done that, yeah.
And like, it just gets so stressful because it's like trying to figure out the best way to like ship things to myself. And I think that that's just been like one of my biggest turnoffs on this continent is like a lack of easy accessibility to things online, or like things just getting, you have DHL is so expensive. Like, I had a friend...
It's really expensive, and that's what, like,
it's so expensive. I had a friend just send me a pack of vapes. This is, like, at my ultimate crackhead vape season in Kenya. I was, like, crackheading for the vapes. And, like, the vapes here just are not vaping.
Really?
They're awful.
What's different?
They're bad quality.
Really?
They're, like, straight from China. Like, they're fucked up, honestly. Yeah. They're
I didn't know there was levels to this.
There's levels to
There's
vapes.
levels to
yeah,
this.
And then some of them are fake.
Wow.
It's so sad, yeah. It's a part of my life I don't like to discuss too much. I'm just
It is.
But,
everyone has a vice.
Yeah, everyone has a vice. So, like, I was there and, like, really needing these specific vapes.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to, like, send me this little box of vapes was, like, $600. I swear.
Not me and my money.
He did it. No, he did it for me. He did
that's
it.
A lovely friend.
He's such a good friend.
That's
He
such
was
a
like,
nice friend.
honestly, like, I know this is really bothering you. Like, here. I paid for the actual vapes, but he paid for the shipping.
Of course, pay for the actual vapes. The vapes were like $600.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, that part you can do because you ain't gonna do the 600.
Meet me halfway, friend. Yeah, but it's just little things like that to where I'm like, this is actually ridiculous that this costs $600. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, do you struggle with that, like, as a returnee, like, feeling like you navigated through, like, okay, well, I don't have quick access to this, or, like, are there things that you miss, or, like, not really?
I think when I first moved to Abuja, it was worse. Lagos has way more. Like, actually, when you actually take your time, you can find most things here, actually. Like, I think maybe, like, clothing and fashion brands and, like, super mall stuff is harder. But, like, the little, like, skincare stuff, like, people have boutiques and stuff that you can find them in Lagos. Not in Abuja, but here it's a bit easier. And then the things that is actually difficult for me is food. Because, like, I don't eat wheat. Because I have, like, a wheat allergy. So I need to find, like, gluten-free stuff. That is the stuff that's a bit...
Is Swallow gluten-free?
Yeah.
Oh.
So eating Nigerian food is fine. So I've also tried to tell myself, like...
I mean, what is super weedy here?
Meat pie, puff, all those small chops.
Things you don't need to be eating.
I don't need to,
yeah.
You know, but sometimes you want to indulge.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want a bit of cake. And I could get cake that's gluten-free and it's not a big thing.
Yeah,
you know?
or the crackers, gluten-free.
Yeah, like, just something to snack on. But
yeah.
I've also tried to just be like, you're in a different climate with different food that's really good, so just try to eat that way more. And maybe once in a while, if you can find gluten-free stuff, cool. But, like, actually, there's loads of good Nigerian food.
Just
Nigerian
accommodate yourself. Yeah,
Nigerian food banks, and it's more affordable to eat Nigerian food in Nigeria.
It is.
So,
I've been spending American money here. That's what my husband said. We always argue because he's like, just because we have it doesn't mean we have to spend it. Like, he wants me to transition my mind from, like, American spending into, like, Nigerian spending.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, oh, it's just, like, $80. And he's like, bitch, we at a restaurant. Like, in Lagos, this should not be $80.
Some
like,
people earn that a month.
Yeah.
So, he has a point. There's finding balance, but also, you also want to get what you want to get sometimes.
Yeah. Do you have a car?
No. I can't. I have a license, but I can't drive. I never went to pick up my license. I did it in Abuja. I never went to pick it up.
You don't want to drive here?
I want to, but I'm also very scared.
Why?
I just feel like the erraticness and the screaming and the stuff like that, like it's I'm scared.
Anxiety.
Yeah, and I'm already like a...
You know what, like, kind of pisses me off about Lagos? The roads. I feel like the roads are not roading. Like, these Lagos streets make Abuja look like America in the streets. I swear, Abuja's roads are so much better.
So wide. There's just so much order and everything.
Like, there's barely even sewage draining here.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's just so densely populated. It's just a space that's just so packed with people. I just feel like that's what it is. So, like, the amount of cars you'll have in a square meter in Abuja, you have like 5 times that in Lagos. Because when it's like...
I get it. The maintenance, the wear and tear. So it's the wear and tear.
In Lagos in the night, the roads don't seem bad. Even like the space and everything. What it is that it's just constantly packed with like sellers on the side.
Yeah.
People in the middle. Then the cars in the road, and then some other people in the middle of the road trying to, you know, like, you don't have all that in Abuja.
If you live on the mainland, are you broke?
No, not necessarily.
Do you live on the mainland?
No.
Would you?
Maybe if it was a nice place.
Okay.
Not far into the mainland.
If you live on the mainland, maybe you're not broke, but are you cheap?
Do you know what it is? Like, I don't know that. I feel like, no, I don't think we're cheap. What it is like your lifestyle might just make more sense there.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
when I went to the mainland, we stayed a couple days before I came to the island, and then I was like, what was I doing? when I got to the island.
Most of the things that I do are on the island.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, I just wasted 3 days.
Yeah,
like
most of the things I do are on the island. But like the mainland is a different experience. There are some nice estates there. Like there's some really nice like old
money.
Yeah, houses built there. That's why I don't want to say that because I'm like,
what are the lowlands?
The like.
Somebody told me if I wanted to do a street food vlog, I need to go to the lowlands.
Lowlands, as in like the areas with less money.
I don't know. That's just what she called it. The lowlands.
I don't know what lowland is. I don't know.
It's like out even past the mainlands.
I have not been out even past the main. I have not been there, so
You're like, sis, can't relate.
No, it's not even can't relate because I don't have that view of like this place is better than it's like wherever makes sense. Because some people might stay on the mainland and have loads of money, but it's just like that's not their priority. Because like some areas of the mainland actually are easier to access, like places like VI, than some areas on the island.
If you're going from this way versus like this way. Have you been to Makoko, that floating place?
No, but I want to.
Why haven't you been?
I just haven't had a chance, but it's like I really wanted to. I was saying the gallery thing. I really want to do it as well. Yeah. If you actually told me, I would have come with you.
I should have.
Yeah, I would have actually.
Well, I thought you were busy doing a whole bunch of things, but I'm coming back to Lagos, and I'm going to stay with your ass.
Come through.
So I can save money. Thanks.
Come through.
I definitely plan on being back and forth to Lagos. Lagos is a vibe.
It's a vibe.
You're just like, bitch, it's going to be messed up.
Yeah. You'll be stressed.
But you have a Nigerian passport.
That might even be worse. I have a Nigerian passport and a British passport. It doesn't make a difference. You're going to have... It's the trenches. You have to go through the trenches.
What made it awful?
The amount of people there, the catcalling, people touching you, people begging you for money. There's no order. There's no rhyme or reason. They will be shouting up and down. Like chaos. Complete chaos. There's nothing. Chaos. Absolute chaos. You might... Hey! Then they'll tell you to fill out this form. This person will want you to pay a bribe. This person will... Chaos.
I've only been in through Abuja.
Yeah, Abuja airport's calm.
Yeah.
It's no problems there.
But my family has to come in through Lagos. So I'm trying to figure out like how to prepare them.
There's nothing you can do.
I was gonna hire somebody, I don't know, to like meet them.
Yeah, that might be easier if it's a bunch of them. Then
like hire somebody because there's like 3 different flights they're coming in on. So I was gonna hire somebody who can get them off this, get them through. Because I'm like, there's just no way it's gonna work without somebody.
I think that might be a good idea.
Do you think Nigeria is the type of place that people who do not know a Nigerian are like, oh my God, I want to come visit Nigeria? Like, do you think this is a good place for tourism?
No.
Yeah, I agree with you. No. It's not. The longer that I'm here, I can see why Ghana is the main attraction.
No, Nigeria's not a good place.
Honestly, though, and let's just keep it real. Like, it is not.
It's not.
And I want it to be.
I would love it to be, but it's not.
It's not. And like me as a travel influencer, YouTuber, I'm really accommodating, chill, go with the flow, open-minded.
Once you're used to being a traveler,
I'm used to Africa. I can roll with the punches, and I can honestly still say that this country is not set up for tourism. It's not ready for it.
It's not for large-scale tourism. You do need someone.
You have to have somebody.
Someone who's Nigerian that can like walk you. Even the immigration process to even get.
Even to walk in here. Yeah, you need somebody. I would like to really change that. Like, what do you think the likelihood of this being successful? Because I was like, I would love to like meet a politician and like try to lobby as like an African-American segue of tourism or something to kind of like increase that. Like, do you think that Nigerians even care about the year of return? Like, how Ghana did like the year of return?
I don't think Nigerians care.
Why? Why?
Nigerians care. Whether you come or not, Nigeria is booming.
Aw, that's mean.
No, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not like oh my God, let's devise the plan.
Yeah, it boosted a lot of other people's economy. Nigeria is still the power of Africa, so it's like it's not struggling behind or anything.
They're not trying to come up with a get rich quick scheme.
Yeah, like no. Now, do I think it would be helpful? Yeah, but also like it would also require our government to fix a lot of the infrastructural problems and for people not to be fearful of their safety and stuff like that. And are we ready to address all those things?
I get what you're saying. Too much house cleaning.
Yeah.
It's like, just keep them out.
And the money's still here regardless of the house cleaning. I feel like that's what, because I don't feel like
I want to see Nigeria have a year of return.
I don't think if you speak to the average Nigerian, they're like, people wouldn't come, they don't see Nigeria as a tourist place. Like, how does that make, I don't see any Nigerian being bothered by that.
Yeah, like, oh.
Yeah, I just don't see
They'd be like, yeah.
They'd be like,
so what's up?
We're going to come back. And there's so many Nigerians everywhere.
Yeah, returnees.
Yeah,
that is the tourism.
Do you know what I'm saying? The numbers of us that are coming back for the year of return,
that's fast.
It's massive as well.
That is very fast. It's y'all's year of return. Every year is the year of return when you're in Nigeria coming back. You don't need that.
There's so many of us. There's so many of us.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Damn, every year is the year of return. But y'all don't give a fuck about African Americans returning. Y'all are focusing on your own people returning because there's so many of you.
I would love it. Like, my friend came to visit in February. Like, it would be nice for me to see, like, but I'm saying as a general rule, I don't know that Nigerians are bothered. But I think that's nice. I think it's lovely that they can connect. But then I think, like, countries like Ghana, Senegal are more built.
I don't know if Accra is more built. Have you've been to Accra?
I've never been to Accra.
Accra's very small.
One of my neighbors lived there for a couple of years. And he's like, Accra's like a village compared to Lagos.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you. And even Nairobi, Accra is very
I think Nairobi was giving village compared to Lagos. It's lovely though.
I have to spend more time in Lagos. But Nairobi has it all.
Yeah, it had a really, and like the nature, I think it has a balance between, there's no nature in Lagos.
Exactly. Like Nairobi, I love Nairobi. I'm still in the city and I can open up my patio and smell the fresh air. See the trees.
Which is, I
go
much
see the animals.
That. Yeah.
There's no such thing as safari in Nigeria.
No.
Everyone always jokes and is like, we've eaten them all.
Yeah, Nigerians will starve those animals.
There's no such thing as safari. They're all
like when it comes to
all suya now.
Peace as well. I think Nairobi's very peaceful. You think? You don't think?
Yeah, there's hella Nigerians in Nairobi.
There's Nigerians everywhere. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
And there's no country I've gone to
where
there's no Nigerians.
Yeah, but they all go like, oh, I'm looking for a peace. So like I met my man there and he's like, I just needed peace, get away. Like, yeah.
It's so much more peaceful. I love that. I think I would consider it like, when I say village, there's no negative connotation to that, by the way.
No, we mean size. I think size. I don't think you need like bush.
No, not bush. It's very built up.
Yeah, because Accra, many
points
of Accra is very, very built up. Yeah, so I wasn't taking it that way.
Okay. I want to clarify to your viewers. Please don't come for my neck.
No.
I love Nairobi. I want to go back.
So otherwise, smart lockers, like what do you think are good business opportunities here in Lagos that you've just like, even if you don't see it for yourself, you can see it for others?
I think agriculture would be good, not in Lagos but in Nigeria. I think agriculture is always good. I think logistics and supply chain management and things like that, there's like a need for that as well. What else do I think is good? Real estate, good. And then not necessarily Lagos, but just in general, maybe like...
Do you own land here?
In Abuja.
You own land in Abuja?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your plans for that?
So currently I want to build just a house on each. Yeah.
Okay. Like townhouse, like plot, estate, like...
Duplex. But right now, my money's going elsewhere. So it's not like a... I have the land.
There's no race.
Yeah, I'll have the land. I'll do it when I...
Let it appreciate.
Yeah,
and
when
then
I
vibe.
can.
How did you feel about this this last election?
In all honesty, I try to do what I can and focus on the things I can change rather than things I cannot change.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, so you're accepting
I just was
what you can.
Yeah, I was observing, seeing what happened, I'm going with that, and whatever changes, if it affects me, if it doesn't affect me, we move. Like, life keeps moving. Like, Nigeria is like that though. From one week to the next, the currency appreciates and depreciates. So you just have to keep moving. Like,
did you so right now you're not teaching?
No.
Do you have a desire to?
No.
Why?
I don't think I have a personality to be a teacher. I think it's one of the hardest jobs.
How long were you teaching?
I think over a year and a bit.
Oh, girl, you a baby in the teacher game.
Yes, I will make.
You knew it wasn't for you. You're smart.
Yeah.
I should have.
No, but you know what it is? I feel like it's a hard job.
It is not easy.
It's a hard job, and in terms of
emotionally draining.
Yeah, and also you have to consider that a lot of parents are wanting to get rid of their kids and put them in your care because their kid is annoying.
Yeah.
And that sounds not even to be harsh or anything. You have to have so much self-restraint, compassion, patience, because something you say can stay with someone's child for life.
Yeah.
You can't just be flippant. You can't really have a bad day and just.
You got to be on and loving every day.
Every single day. And it's sometimes
even if you're going through a total hell of your own.
Yeah. Because it's not like you're sitting at a desk typing something. These are people's lives you're impacting.
You're interacting.
You know? It's no joke. And so I really value children. And so I know that it's not everyone that should be in that profession. And I put myself in that category.
Okay, so you were just listen, sis, I'm gonna be honest with myself.
Yeah.
So what were you doing to make money when you went back to London after Vietnam?
So I worked in a bunch of startups as well, doing CSM, so customer success management.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good. And I've that's mainly what I've done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does your business make you money here?
So I'm bootstrapping currently, so it's not making me money.
Okay.
So
what is bootstrapping?
So it's when you're building your business just with your own money.
How are you? Do you have
Saving.
a nest egg?
Yeah.
Good parents?
No.
It's
let's say a nest egg.
A nest egg.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Cool. The nest egg is pounds, obviously, or naira.
Yeah. No, it's pounds, but it's not much pounds. We're trying.
Yeah. What are ways that you are currently looking to raise money?
So I want to start my first round of seeking funding. Hopefully soon. Just waiting for the MVP to be finished.
I feel like there's so many businessmen here. Have you looked for Nigerian investors?
Yeah. I've definitely been in talks with quite a lot of people about intros and things like that. I do, just transparency. I am very I think around the startup space and seeking funding and stuff. I have an imposter syndrome kind of thing. So I'm just I just want to get to this point and then I'll do it. I just want to get to this point and then that's something I'm grappling with myself
mentally.
Yeah. But it has to be done because
I feel that way as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I want to do here, but I'm just are people gonna take me serious?
It's hard.
I'm not Nigerian, so are they gonna want a Nigerian woman to work with? They're is this realistic?
Nigerians don't care about stuff like that. If you have money and you have a good business
I don't have money.
If you have a good business idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Me too. Me
Me too.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah, but I do think that Amazon locker, smart locker idea is a really good idea.
Thank you.
I do agree with you as far as agriculture and things. One thing I was talking to somebody about is building up as well. I think that Lagos would really benefit from building up.
Because the land is limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vertical agriculture.
That is really a good idea actually, and that's not really been done. Things like aquaponics as well. Yeah.
That's something that's really untapped in, but super, super necessary here. Because I think I went to Atlanticon or something over here. It's that new area that they're building. I think that they covered water with. Atlanta something.
I'm going to Google it after.
Yeah, it's an area here. I have to show you. The pictures are on my phone and we're recording. But they covered water because there was no land. And they're building this resort, but I was they didn't even have to cover the water. They just needed to build up.
Yeah, true.
Somewhere that's
Bora Bora-esque.
Very.
Yeah, like put something.
Yeah.
A structure to hold it up.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So how can my followers assist you in your platform? What you love, what you like?
You can follow my personal Instagram. It's Positive Yims, and then you can follow my startups Instagram. It's Copia Collective. So it's spelled Kopia and then collective.
Okay. 5 characteristics that you really prefer in a woman. If you are sexy, chocolate, and living in Nigeria, do you like the long distance vibe or not really?
I mean, ideally no, but I'd be open to it. Like, if you're my person and that's the only thing, why not?
What are 5 things that a babe must have to be under your arm?
I think a healthy sense of self. So you have things you like doing, friends you like, places you like to go, like ambitions you want to achieve, like a sense of self that's not attached to anyone else.
Not like sitting waiting for you to come home.
Don't wait for me to come home. I'll be at home because I'm a homebody, but like, you know,
we both don't need to be home.
we both don't need to be home. Like,
yeah,
enjoy your
that.
life. Like, you know, also like having a value system and principles that you stick by. I think that's one thing that's very unattractive to me. It's like people that are like, one day I believe in this and I want to behave like this, but the next day is this and I want to do this.
Yeah, a follower.
Yeah, what do you like? What do you want to do?
Stand by it. Stand firm.
Who are you?
Yeah, stand up, sis.
Stand up.
Yeah.
I think lots of emotional regulation, emotional intelligence, being able to own that. You know, in this moment, I might be triggered. I don't have to blame you or go off at you. It might be me, or vice versa. You know, like, yeah, or call me out and be like, yeah, I didn't like how you treated me. Like emotional availability, intelligence, and regulation. I think open-minded. You know,
like food wise.
Yeah, everything wise.
Experience wise.
Yeah, not like, oh, we go here, so we have to go here.
What if you get with a girl who does not have like a good passport?
That's fine. I'll marry you, then we'll have a good passport.
You go.
Okay.
You'd have to go because y'all can't get married here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have to get married and work it out and get a good passport. That's a vibe. 5th thing.
Okay, so these are off the top of my head. I actually have a list on my phone.
Ah, pull it out.
I try not to share it, you know.
Why? I made a list before I met my husband.
Yeah,
it worked.
It definitely works. Like, when canceling people out, I've been reading. I'm like, you say you didn't want this.
You gotta stick firm in your beliefs and values, girl.
Exactly. You said you didn't want this.
Yeah.
But I think also adventurous. Adventurous, like
wandering spirit.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel that.
But I think all that comes with like the first one, a healthy sense of self.
Yeah.
You know. Knowing who you are, even if it's like you're on a journey to figuring out who exactly you are, but as you are right now, your ground is in yourself. Yeah.
How sexy is Tim's to you on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
Oh, girl. Tim's is, I would like literally
10.
give it
I forgot to mention Tim's when you asked me my favorite female.
Girl,
Tim's.
I would give it. She is the one person who I think I am homosexual for. Yeah. Homo romantic, girl. Yeah. I will get down on one knee for you.
Please,
I love her.
Yeah.
And can you cook a good old Nigerian meal for your babes?
I can cook more now, like Nigerian food now, but I'm not gonna sell myself as a Nigerian chef.
Yeah,
I want to keep the expectations low.
That's how I am right now.
Yeah, you know, like I can cook
one
or two things.
Sorry.
I can cook jollof fried rice. I learned how to do like okra, efo and
okay.
I think like
Kitchen,
2 other soups. And I can cook basic stew, obviously, and like peppered meat and easy stuff. But like, if it was like a really hard soup.
Let's visualize your perfect date here in Lagos, like your perfect date night. Like, how could a babe really like, oh my god.
Yeah, as well, if you're trying to toast me, don't speak to me in like WUU2s. You're already cancelled.
Wait, WUU.
You know, like what you up to, but you say.
Oh no.
You're already cancelled. Like,
oh
no. Come off as unserious.
Or like YW. My son has been doing that to me, and I'm like,
because he's a kid.
Stop.
Because he's a kid.
He's like YW, and I was like, huh? And he's like, you're welcome.
Listen, he's a child. That's the next thing.
my
That's
God,
but
get a
I'm
life.
not a child.
Yeah, no, that's too much. I'm not here to decode the convo, babe.
Please.
Can you speak
I'm
English?
old.
Yeah, literally speak English. The girls can't do all this
Please.
and have a job.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, W. What you up
recently
to?
that made me think that. They were like,
That's too much.
HYD, how are you doing? I said, please. Worse now that I see this message.
Now that I
was
have a
fine
London
before.
friend, I know what H means. Because before I didn't.
Really?
H.
Right.
You just say H. So have you
That's
been
okay.
to the States?
Yeah, I've been to New York. I think I've been to like Dallas. I've been to Maine.
That's random.
Yeah.
Maine
when I
has
was a
really
kid.
good lobster.
I mean, I can't remember. I was a kid.
What took you guys to Maine?
Probably my mom went to visit a friend or something. And
Okay.
young, so I went to visit with. And then 16.
As an adult, have you
haven't been. Last time I was 16.
Do you have a desire to?
Not really.
Yeah, it's just not giving.
Like with all the countries and all the cuisines and all the things in the world, like the States is definitely not calling my name.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
feel that 100. That's how I feel about London. It's just,
I also feel the same way about London. I grew up there.
yeah, it's just not really giving
Yeah.
on my list of.
It's just kind of like with me, what calls me back to London is like I have people and loved ones there.
I mean, your mother and father are there.
Yeah,
That's
so
important. No, I
apart
feel
from that, the actual city.
Okay, so you never answered my question. What is the perfect, and this is our last closeout question, you guys. What is the perfect, like, date night here in Lagos for you?
Perfect date night for me. I always love an activity. So if you could plan an activity.
Like a sip and paint.
Yeah, a sip and paint, or like, there's so many things to do here, like making pottery, or like, what else have I seen recently? Also going to the beach is always really, really nice. If you
Nighttime or
planned
daytime?
a picnic or something.
Nighttime or daytime?
Both of them. Both of them. If it's like something.
Both of them.
Both of them. I love the beach. Or like you were like, oh, let's do a surf lesson together.
Are you into PDA?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. But I feel like people kind of look at me weird when I'm
I
like,
don't care.
I love him.
Switch your man.
Yeah.
Especially if you're single for a while and then like you found someone that you really gel with, like, let me be happy, please.
Yeah, I feel like it's just not like a thing in most African countries.
yeah,
I feel like
it's
it's kind of just like, oh, girl.
Especially like, I couldn't really do that because I'm not gonna snuggle a woman and then get arrested. But
Yeah, it's just kind of. When's the last time that you had to pay a cop here?
I don't pay cops hardly ever.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good to hear.
I just behave clueless, and they don't find anything on me, so I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Because I don't smoke or I don't really do anything. So if they're like, aha, seen someone to search, I'm like,
Go ahead. Yeah.
search.
On my way here, a cop was like, did I give you permission to record me? And I was like, I actually was not even recording you. I'm literally on FaceTime with my family. Like, just being so weird.
They're looking for a come up and it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
That's how it was when I came into Abuja. They were, because I had like things, I had like a new iPad case, like things I bought for myself that I should have unboxed, but I didn't.
Did they make you pay?
They wanted to, and I was refusing.
Good.
And they were like, call your husband. Because I was like, I have no Naira on me. I have nothing. I just got here. And they were like, call your husband then. Because I was like, I'm married. Like, I'm here. I live here. And they were like, call your husband. And why are you traveling with no money on you? And I'm like, because I'm broke, baby. I ain't got it. Like,
And what now?
literally. And I was like, call your manager and call the embassy. Then let's chat.
If you want to really do this, and then
I
they
swear.
let you go.
Yeah, they let me go, girl. They just walked off. I was like,
If you want to
Exactly.
really escalate this, let's go to the top.
escalated for real because that's not fair.
Yeah,
Like it's
they're
so
bullies.
extra.
They're definitely bullies.
They
definitely
really
bullies.
are.
And they see, especially when they see you a woman on your own, they're like, pray. And they see you're
Literally.
young as well.
And then my
Pray.
question was, am I not allowed to bring anything new?
You are. It's just they're preying on you because they hope. Like I brought my iMac one time and they were like, "This one, open it." I was like, first of all, you can even see the keyboard has been used, so we're not doing that. And I said, I'm not paying.
Even if it's new, that's my question.
Yeah.
Am I not allowed to treat myself before I go somewhere? Damn, I wanted to have a new iPad.
Yeah.
I treated myself to a new iPad because I'm moving. Is that not allowed? It's
allowed.
crazy.
They're just looking for the next person to
It's
prey
so
on.
crazy. Well, I hope that you guys like, subscribe, follow her,
We
feel
just
the
like talking.
vibe. We're going to continue this. Hopefully, you'll be at my wedding as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll come visit me in Abuja.
Yes.
Do you think that you could take me to look at street food?
in Lagos.
Is that your vibe? Yeah.
I've never done it, but like I said, I'll ask around. I still haven't.
I'm looking for a street food vlog for you guys. Honestly, we might just need to go alone by ourselves for the first time and just see what the vibe is.
Yeah.
Someone was like, why don't you just like pay a row of vendors like $2,000 each so that they're not yelling at you and you can just go try.
No.
Okay.
If you're gonna go and do it, let's do it properly. Right?
Yeah.
Haggle a bit, you know.
Come on, sister.
Yeah. I'll ask my friend Pelumi if she's down.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But this is the thing. This is Pride, so that there's a lot of stuff happening this week.
What is happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow there's a ball, and there's this film screening, and then that will take into Saturday.
So you're like a little busy this week. I get what you're saying. We'll make it work. Well, I love you guys. This has been nice. Cheers. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all like my spectacles vibes. I've been really into my specs.